All right, guys, welcome. Every month we do a subscriber highlight, and this month I'm really excited to talk to Corey. He's been one of our early subscribers and has been a hell of an advocate for Stac trading. So just want to welcome you guys to meet Corey, learn a little bit why he day trades and why he trades with us specifically at Stac Trading. So what's up, Corey?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, my man? Thanks for having us here.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. I definitely do.
Awesome, bro. So, man, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and, as much as you want to share. And that way we can get to know you a little bit more.
Cool. Well, first off, I'm a father. I feel like that's my biggest responsibility. I'm a business owner in Boynton Beach. I own a barbershop called Cure. And I'm originally from New York, but raised out here in Palm Beach. And I feel like I do the most I can to be kind of like an advocate for my community, create a platform and help my friends out as much as I possibly can, as you know. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
That's a little bit about myself.
Yeah, man. And about the advocate part, I see you have a lot of paintings here. I remember the last time when we first met, you told me that you were helping out painters, right?
So
artists, right?
Every piece of art in here is all local artists. That is commission free 100% on their end. Whatever they sell I don't take $1 from anything, because I just wanted to create a platform for creatives in my community to be shown, you know what I'm saying, and to be praised. So a lot of people have done art shows in my barbershop. People have done a lot of commission jobs based off of their art being here in the shop, and then at the same time, it makes my shop look fire too.
Yeah, it actually does. So it's pretty cool, man.
It's a win-win for both of us.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You opened up saying that, when you introduced yourself, that you're a father. Yeah. So you want to share a little bit about your son? How old is your son?
My son is 6. Like I was saying, he'll be 7 on Wednesday. But that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that's my best friend before me and him even had a conversation. But everything I do is for legacy purposes. For my child, to make sure that his life is set up better than mine was. Not to say that my life wasn't good due to my parents, but financially we did struggle a lot. But I'm gonna make sure that that's something that my son doesn't have to endure as he grows up.
Hey, man, that's powerful. One thing we talked about was generational wealth, and I know that that's on top of mind for you, right?
It is 100%, because we grew up, just getting by. The objective in my household was, let's just make enough to keep the house over our head, clothes on our back, and food on our table. It was never like, all right, how much are we saving this week? Because that wasn't really an option for us. Yeah. So making sure that that's never a position that my child is in or I'm ever in again in my life is extremely important to me. I want to make sure my son is straight and his kids are okay. Yeah. And that's kind of like how I got into trading, to be honest with you, the stocks. Yeah. As a child, my dad, I remember a conversation vividly. I was 11, and my dad said to me, he was cutting my hair, and he said to me, he was like, once I get a little piece of money, I want to start investing. And I want to start buying stocks. And my dad dropped out at 9th grade. He was homeless at 16. So his educational stuff isn't the furthest, but my dad is the hardest working person I've ever met in my life. So he told me at that time, he was like, I want to buy sugar packets, like companies that produce sugar packets. That's something that's always going to be around no matter what. Yeah. And I just remember that conversation, but I also remember nothing ever coming from it because my father didn't have the right network of people around him to put him in a position to be able to do that type of thing and set up his family. So it always stuck with me. I was always interested in it, but I was always intimidated by the fact that I didn't know anything about it. So when David told me about you, I had already kind of dibbed and dabbled a little bit in it, on Robinhood. Right. But I was 1 or 2 day trades away from being banned. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. But when David, he's like, yo, my boy, he's really good. You should get into this Discord group. And I was like, man, I don't know, because I was already in one. I wasn't really messing with it too heavy. Right. So then once I got in the group, I loved how it was I felt like it was a family, family oriented, you know what I'm saying? Even as the group continues to grow now, one thing I noticed is that whenever I get that notification of, or Bill just joined the Discord group, there's an immediate welcome that follows it, you know what I'm saying? And it's little things like that are very important to building a business and building a company, making people feel welcome. Customer service is the biggest thing. Yes, sir. So that, and then when I met you and Taj, I was like, I noticed that there was like I knew y'all was getting money, but y'all didn't carry the arrogance that went along with that. And for me, that was huge to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around people that make money, and I can't deal with the arrogance. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like I see that they're getting money. I want to be a part of it, and I want to help them as much as I possibly can. And that's how we ended up. I ended up in Stac.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. And thank you for everything you just said there.
For sure.
And how's it been going for you? I mean, with day trading, I mean, you explained your journey so far. Has it been working well?
It's been good. Like, bro, when I first started, like, I didn't understand nothing. Like the terminology, it was very overwhelming and intimidating. But I just told myself if I can just dedicate like 3 months and just really, really just lock in, then I'm pretty sure I'll be able to kind of like fend for myself for the most part. So when I first got in, the one thing I think I really, really, really appreciate about y'all is that y'all never make people feel stupid about asking questions that is common sense to people who've been trading for years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was something I was intimidated. I was like, damn, I want to ask, but I don't want to sound dumb for asking this question. You know what I'm saying? I would always say like, bro, is this a dumb question or whatever? Like, but I just want to know, like, I need to know these things.
Yeah.
And you always kept that line of communication, either with you or Taj, like that kept that line of communication open to make me feel like I'm in a conducive environment that's gonna help me grow. You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing that locked me in with you guys, was that I could ask them a question and they're not gonna make me feel stupid about asking that question. And then they're gonna give me an answer. I'm not gonna get I don't know, let me look into it, or you know, try to Google it, or send me a video. It was like, no, this is why this happens. This is the cause and effect of this scenario.
Right.
So for me, that was huge.
Nice, man. Nice. And let me ask you this: what has been the best trade you've made so far? I remember the very first one was the Neo trade that you loved.
So the Neo one, that thing hit for me. That's why I ended up getting banned on Robinhood, because I had one day trade left, but I could not leave that money on that table. So I was like, do I take this amount of money and be banned for like 3 months, what I thought at that time, or do I just take a chance of it possibly being there tomorrow? So I was like, hey man, let me get this money. So I took that bread, I got banned, but my best trade was a few weeks ago with Apple. Remember, I went really, I had an Apple contract for September.
I remember
for
that.
For 135, and that hit, I was up 66%.
Yep, I remember
But I had 3 of those. I had one for February, I had one for March, and I had one for September, and all 3 of them hit.
Nice.
So that was my best one so far.
Nice. You already cashed out of that trade?
Hell yeah, I got my money.
Nice. There you go, man.
I got my bread.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, my brother. I think thank you so much for not only doing this interview, but also for just being an awesome customer, being an awesome friend, man, and just being an awesome advocate for everything that you've done for us, man.
For sure, definitely.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Always.